this. The groom typically gives the best man the do's and don'ts of the speech, which clearly went in one ear and out the other yesterday. And I said, Josh, what if I get really nervous up there? And he said, buddy, you can picture me naked. You are looking good, Josh. He's a giver, folks. Before I begin, I want to thank everyone for coming and making this a very special day for Josh and Mary Ann. Especially for those who came from afar, Georgia, California, Florida, and Colorado. And Nashville. This truly will be a night to remember. A very special thanks to the parents of the groom, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas, for without that steamy night 33 years ago, I would not have met my best friend. That sure was an awesome party last night. I also want to thank Jamie Thomas for being such a wonderful brother. And if it wasn't for you roughing up Josh all those years as a kid, I wouldn't be standing here tonight as best man. Also, a special thanks to Linda and Brent Dixon and the rest of the Dixon clan for coming all this way. It really has been a joy meeting y'all. Based on how beautiful and amazing Mary Ann turned out, if y'all want to have one more daughter, I promise I will marry her. And also a message to the wedding party, you may now all leave. It was like the Biggest Loser contest leading up to this wedding. And might I add, Josh and Mary Ann, you both look marvelous today. And now for the speech. Joshua Morse Thomas was born on September 2nd, 1976 in Pasadena, California. I tried to link this to a historical world event, but as it turns out, nothing important happened that day. However, the nurses and staff at the Huntington Memorial Hospital still refer to that day as Ugly Wednesday. Josh was always a slow learner. In preschool, he was much different than the other 5-year-olds in class. He was 11. I met Josh when I was in 8th grade. He was in high school. Back then, he had a full head of hair and was overall a much cooler guy. But it wasn't until I moved out to Phoenix in 2001 that I truly began to get to know Josh. You see, I had 0 friends when I moved to Phoenix. And it was Baker and Josh that opened up their arms to me and introduced me to the gang. Mainly Josh, because Baker didn't have any friends. Boy, did we have fun that summer, which I refer to as the summer of love. Baker, Josh, Ryan, Reed, Falvey, Strolin, Gino, Baldwin, and I were all running around town like giddy little schoolgirls having the time of our lives. We were an awesome group of wingmen. And then I really knew I was part of the wolf pack when Josh gave me my own nickname, Johnny Hot Tub. Oh, those were the days. Never really figured out why they named me that one. This is when I officially knew that I had a man crush on Josh. The sparkle in his eye, his unconditional love and friendship made him someone that I wanted to be around. Thank you for being such a great friend. I remember we went on a cruise together to the Caribbean. We shared a standard room with a balcony, and of course, Baker and Nate had to have the super deluxe room with 2 king beds and a disco ball. Josh and I get to our room. We see the 2 twin beds, separated by nightstands. I looked at Josh and said, "You thinking what I'm thinking?" He goes, "Yep, let's ditch those end tables and push the beds together." So we did. And it turned our two twins into a king and had a great cruise. It wasn't even weird when I brought a date home later that night. Or there was a time when we went houseboating with Scotty Roberts and friends to Lake Powell. My date ended up being into women, and Josh was solo, so he ended up sharing a sleeping bag with me for the rest of the trip. That is the commitment that Josh has to making sure that everyone around him has fun and happy. He's a giver, folks, in the true essence of the word, and that is why I'm not afraid to say, I love you. Unfortunately, if you love something enough, you must set it free. And this is exactly what I had to do when Marianne came along. I mean, these two were inseparable. Right off the bat, we all knew she was special. I have never met two people so similar and so in love. You truly complement each other, and I know together you will be an unstoppable force. Josh, you have given me so many wonderful memories over the years. I am so proud of the man that you have become. You have recently embarked on a spiritual journey and have been putting in work on yourself, including a recent retreat with your Uncle Trent, to make sure that you are and always will be the best man for Marianne. You do not have a mean bone in your body, nor ever a bad thing to say about anyone. Your dedication to your family and friends is truly inspiring. Seeing the way you treat your nieces and nephews just shows how great of a father you will be someday. Aww. You are truly a man for others. I am not the best man tonight, as you clearly are.
Aww. Aww.
Marianne, you are one of the most beautiful and amazing women I have ever met. We have grown very close over the years, and for that I am truly grateful. I can only dream of marrying someone as special and as beautiful as you.
No.
I look forward to raising our kids and growing old together. With the two of you, that is. Or yours, whichever. Now that Josh has given you the big diamond ring and the big beautiful house, it's time to bring home some babies. And now, I would like to close with a poem that I wrote. That sums up marriage quite nicely. This is entitled, The Perfect Groom. The perfect groom is gentle, never harsh, cruel, or mean. He has a beautiful smile and keeps his face so clean. The perfect groom likes children and will raise them by your side. He will be a good father and husband to his bride. The perfect groom loves cooking and cleaning and laundry too. He will do anything in his power to show his love for you. The perfect groom is sweet, reciting poetry from your name. He is the best friend to your mother and kisses away your name. And if this poem stands to be true, then Josh, you really are gay. Now, before we raise our glasses, I bought something special for the groom today for his toast. A very expensive French champagne. Waiter, please come forward. You like ice. I know it is, buddy. It's been in my shirt pocket this entire time. I had to smuggle that in this morning. Without further ado, let's raise our glasses to Josh and Marianne Thomas. Let's go. Let's get on the knee. Keep it nice.
Great job, Johnny!
Thank you.